I've got these old leather gloves. I've had them for years. I really like them. They're super comfortable and they're warm. But as what happens with everything, it wears out eventually. And this thumb, or actually this index finger, has really come apart. And it's best to catch them when they're really small. This one I've repaired a bunch of times. It needs some more sewing, but in another time. This should be sewn too. This needs to be sewn, and the smaller they are, the easier they are to fix. Here's another one. But sew them up, get another season out of them. So I'm gonna take some thread, peel off about a foot and a half or so. Cut it with the scissors. And to get all the tiny ends stuck together, I put it in my mouth, on top of my tongue, and then close my mouth. And it gets it wet, and it puts them all together and makes them easy to thread the needle. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. There we go. Never used to have to wear glasses, but you get older and that's what happens. So pull it through and leave about 6-8 inches there. And I'm going to start sewing down here. I'm going to go through one side and through the other. And this leather is really soft, so it's easier to sew. Sometimes I have to push the needle in a little bit, and then I have to take a pliers, like a needle nose or even just a regular plier, and push the needle through the leather. I'm going to make a loop and then run the tail end through it and then pull it tight. And I made 2 of those just to make it extra secure. And cut off that extra piece of string. Now I'm going to work, poke in here about 1/8 of an inch into the leather and 1/8 of an inch on this side. Carefully push it through. This needle's about 1.25 inches long. Pretty small diameter. The smaller the diameter, the easier it is to push through material, but it depends what you're doing. If you have some really tough leather, there again, the smaller the needle, the easier it is to get through it, but you might end up bending the needle if you have to use the pliers. And I'm just making loops, going in 1/8 of an inch on that side, and then 1/8 of an inch in the material. You have to go in a little bit. You don't want to go too far because you don't want it all bunching up on you. That's looking pretty good so far. I'm gonna keep going here. Another loop, pull it tight. And you don't want to make your starting out string real long. What'll happen is when you pull it through, it'll get knots, it'll get twisted, it'll get knots in it. And it'll pull tight here, but you have a big loop here. So you want to try and keep this string not super long. And actually right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another loop. And then I'm going to take the needle and I'm going to run it through that loop. And I'm going to run it through again the same way and cinch it up tight. So I have a knot there. So when I sew up this way or this way, if one of these comes loose, it'll come down to that knot and it'll stop there. I won't get this big hole again. Now I'm going to work my way up this way to my left. Make a loop. And I like sewing. It's kind of like a meditation. It's relaxing, and I really like it by hand. I don't do much machine sewing I have to give that a try someday. You couldn't do it in this application, and most of the sewing that I do is things like this, where I'm repairing something and there's no way this would work on a machine. The material's too bulky and thick and those things, so I'll run through there. And that's pretty good. So I'm going to make another loop and run it through that loop again and then cinch it up tight. I'm getting this tail, I'm going to slide it up towards the needle because I don't want to get it doubled up when I'm sewing here. Now I'm going to work my way back down and over to this side. Ouch. Don't want to poke yourself. You can wear thimbles and stuff. Oops, I'm actually bleeding. Yeah, a little bloodletting. That's no big deal. It only hurts for a little while. Ouch, that hurts too. I got the back of the needle underneath my thumb fingernail. I'm a little bit of a hurry here. Usually I'm not, but I want to try and get this done as quickly as I can. I'm working my way down. So this part will be double sewn, and you could go back over the whole thing if you wish. So now I'm down to about the bottom here. I'm going to make a loop and make another knot. I'm going to go through the loop once, back through the loop again the same way, and cinch it up. Now I'm going to make loops here. Yeah, this leather's really nice and supple. And I wear these gloves kind of beginning and end of winter when it's not super cold, but they're great for driving and just, it's really comfortable and nice. When it gets colder, I have to go to heavier, bulkier, more insulation gloves, and sometimes even mittens if it gets really cold. Hard time keeping my hands warm, but these work great in not super cold temps. So now I'm to the end. There, I don't want to double it, so I'm going to stretch it out. So I'm going to go through that loop once, through the loop twice, and cinch it up. I'll take a scissors and, I'm actually going to make another knot just to make sure. I don't want to get too much material. Carefully push that through. So got the loop, go through once, go through the same way, and pull it tight. And cut it off, and there we go. And not super pretty, but that'll most likely hold for a season or two, and I can extend the life of these gloves. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, leave a comment below. Have a great day.